Big good morning once again, and welcome back to South Africa for the Corona Open J-Bay at the halfway mark of the World Surf League Championship Tour. Joe Turpel with former world champ Martin Potter as always, and a very special guest. Well, thanks for having us. The CEO of the World Surf League, Sophie Goldschmidt. Big good morning, and thanks for coming in.
Thank you. Delighted to be here.
Well, we always want to find out people's first impressions of making the long journey down to this part of the world at Jeffreys Bay. What's your feeling going on? Because I understand it is your first trip down here.
It is. It's my first trip to Jeffreys Bay. I've been lucky to come to South Africa a few times, but I mean, wow. I mean, what can you say? This is just spectacular. I mean, I had pretty high expectations coming down here. I've watched loads of the content on our broadcasts over the year, but to be here in person and just see it, it's just awesome.
Oh, exciting times in professional surfing as well. And this event marks a big move for the World Surf League, featured on Facebook. And as we know, our channels were fantastic over the years. And just wanted to get your take on the move to Facebook and why that was really looked at this season.
Yeah, well, we're delighted to be partnering with Facebook. Having said that, I think I probably should get into some of the challenges that we've had right away. Technically, yeah, there have been some difficulties over the last couple of days with some challenges that Facebook have had. This is a new thing for them as well as for us. And as we know with technology, things don't always go quite according to plan. And they've had some issues around just getting the streams exactly right, which has been really frustrating, quite frankly. And I know the fans have expressed that as well. But just to reassure everyone, we're doing absolutely everything we can to resolve the issues. I know we're up running live now and everything's going fine, which is great. But yeah, there have been some problems over the last few days, which we really apologise for. That's obviously not our intent. We're going to work through them. I know we'll resolve them, and the feed will be back and working 100%. But yeah, it's been a difficult few days. But Facebook are a fantastic partner for us.
And it's looking like, as an organization, you welcome that feedback from the fans and the community to give that advice on what they're experiencing. Nice finishing move, Bronte on the board, battling with Silvana Lima. And the regional wild card, Nicole Paulette, still a CEO, Sophie Goldschmidt, and really just discussing that big journey to Facebook at this groundbreaking event here at J-Bay. Also, I know there's so many positives and excitement about what Facebook could bring to our broadcast. What were those features involved with now delivering the broadcast on Facebook exclusively? What do we have to look forward to?
Yeah, I mean, Facebook's the largest global media platform in the world. So for us to be able to take our amazing sport to even more people was a top priority. They're also one of the most innovative companies out there, and we see ourselves as a very innovative organization in sport. We really want to be pushing the boundaries. With that, sometimes you do have challenges, but that's kind of the mindset that we've got. But ultimately, servicing our fans in the best way possible is absolutely at the core of who the WSL is. We take that really, really seriously. We're going to learn from this quickly. But yeah, I think there's many positives from our Facebook partnership that everyone's going to benefit from in the weeks and months to come.
Awesome. We love the feedback coming from the whole surfing community, and we're happy that there's some people that haven't slept over the last few days that are making sure that stream is perfect. Well, since we have you here, it's been a pretty busy week, especially focusing on the Margaret River cancellation due to the shark activity. There's a couple of moments throughout the week where the contest was put on hold, and with the safety protocol intact with the World Surf League. How are you feeling this week and seeing the staff move so quickly to get the surfers to safety?
Yeah, well, huge credit to our safety staff and just the whole operational team. We have had a couple of moments, but the way it's been managed, I think, speaking to the surfers, they feel incredibly safe. It's not something we can ever be complacent about, but it's part of surfing. It's part of dealing with Mother Nature. I think when we look back to Margaret River, as I said back then, those were very unusual sort of extenuating circumstances because we'd had a couple of attacks nearby and there were beach whales, which is often a little bit like shark bait. Here, totally different situation. We were monitoring with them, with the planes and the drones. Go ahead, back to the action.
That's right. Thank you, Sophie. As we watch Silvana Lima. Well, we still have Sophie Goldschmidt, the CEO of the World Surf League, answering all of our great questions that we have for you. There's been a lot of talk about the pay parity in the media lately, and it's really nice to welcome back the women to J-Bay after such a long time. I want to get your review on that and what the WSL is really looking into to really tackle this.
Yeah, incredibly proud of what we do for the women and the women. I mean, what amazing athletes, as we're seeing now live on the broadcast, and their performance levels just go from strength to strength. I think we feel very good about sort of the process and how we handle prize money. We refer to it as pay parity. Obviously, still at the moment, there are a different number of women competing on the CT compared to the men. And so proportionally, that's how we adjust the prize money. So we feel that that's very fair. And I feel very comfortable with that position. It's obviously a hot topic around the world for understandable reasons, and there isn't necessarily parity in certain sectors, but yeah, it's something we take very seriously. I think our investment in the women's sport over the last few years has been fantastic, over 150% increases, and just the extra resource we're putting into it, bringing them to J-Bay, making sure that they have to surf as many of the great breaks and locations that we have around the world as possible. So yeah, we're proud of what we do, and we're going to keep pushing it. And hopefully, as performance levels improve, we can actually add more women surfers to the tour. Ideally, it's not, you know, a question of if, it's when. Ultimately, we have the same number of men and women competing. At the moment, the depth isn't quite there, and we want to make sure we really maintain the level and the competitive standards of the top product. But yeah, our women are awesome, and it's just a pleasure to work with them.